Good morning, Course 2. Back with another lesson for you today. Today we're working on lesson 92, Percent of Change, found on page 636 in your book. All right, today we're going to take a look at percent of change. So if the number is going to change by some sort of percent, and we're going to use a ratio box primarily to discover the percent of change. So let's take a look at example 1. The country's population increased 15% from 1980 to 1990. If the population in 1980 was 120,000, what's the population in 1990? All right, so we're going to start out by creating a ratio box. This is going to have 6 parts to it. The original, the change, and the new. And we're going to be dealing with percents and actual numbers. So the original percent is going to be 100% because that's the whole thing. That's the whole population in 1980. Okay? The change, it says it went up 15%. So it's a positive change. So 100% plus an additional 15% is now 115%. Now, the actual number we know in 1980 was 120,000, and we want to know what the new population is. Right now, we don't really care how many people it changed, but we want to know what the new population is. So we're going to use that information there. And we can use that information to set up a proportion. 100 is to 115 as 120,000 is to some number. Okay? And to find out what that number is, we're going to cross multiply and divide. So 120,000 times 115 equals 13,800,000. Okay? 13,800,000. And if I take that and divide it by 100, the nice thing about dividing by 100 is I'm simply knocking off 2 zeros at the end. So now I have 138,000, which makes sense. It's in line with my original number. That's what I always want to check. Does my answer make sense? In this case, it does. So there were 138,000 people in 1990. All right, let's take a look at another one. This one's going to deal with a sale. So the price was reduced 30%. If the sale price is $24.50, what was the original price? Okay, again, I want to set up a ratio box. And we're going to have original, change, and new price. And here's the percent, and here's the actual. Remember, the original percentage, it's 100%. That's the whole thing. But this time, we have a discount of 30%. So it's going down 30%. So now our new percentage is 70. And we also know what our new price is. Our new price is $24.50. And we want to find out what the original price was. We don't care about what the discount was. We want to know what the original price was if this is the new price. So again, we can set up a proportion. 100 is to 70, just as some number is to 2450. Okay? And again, we're going to cross multiply and divide. So 2450 times 100. Again, it's nice when we're multiplying by 100 or dividing by 100 because here, multiplying by 100, we're just going to be moving the decimal 2 places to get 2,450. And then we have 2,450 divided by 70. 70 goes into 245. Looks to be 3 times 70 is 210. Subtract to get 35. Bring down the 0. 70 goes into 350. 5 times 70 is 350. Subtract again, nothing to bring down. So my answer, my original price, was $35. Okay? And that's in line with a 30% discount, which would bring it down to $24.50. $1.50. All right, let's take a look at example 3, the last one here. A merchant bought an item at wholesale for $20 and marked the price up 75% to sell them at retail. What was the merchant's retail price for the item? Okay, you own a business someday, you got to make some money. So we are going to set up our ratio box once again. And we have the original, change, and new, percent, and actual. Okay, the original percent is 100%. They paid full price for this item. Now they marked it up 75%, so the new percentage is 175%. Okay, we know the wholesale or the original price was $20, and now we want to know how much they're selling that item for. Okay, so set up a proportion. 100 is to 175 as 20 is to x. Now we're going to cross multiply and then divide. 175 times 20, 0, 2 times 5 is 10, 14, 15, carry the 1, 2 times 1 is 2, 3, and we have, let's see, 3,500, and now I'm dividing by 100, and remember, I can just knock off 2 zeros, knock off 2 zeros, so my new wholesale price is $35. So I bought it for 20, and now I'm selling it for 35, so I can make a profit, so I can pay the lights, pay my employees, all of those things. All right, your assignment is 1 through 30 even. If you have any questions, please feel free to call, text, email me, or you can visit online tomorrow between 9 and 10 o'clock, and I'll answer all your questions at that time. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you tomorrow.